Hello, here's a video in which I, Nick, will show you a review of the LEGO Legends of Chima Speedorz set 70109. Swirling, what was the name of this thing? Well, it had a name like Swirling Plants or something, but it isn't on the package, so I don't know what it exactly is, but swirling vines, twisting vines, something. But the name is not that important. The more important is what is inside this package. So here is Gorson in his construction mode, in his Chi form. And Gorson is also the character included in mini-figure form in this set. So let's open this set. I'll try to open it in video, just very quickly, but just to show how to open this. If that doesn't work, I'll just cut it out of the video. So, let's see how this will be opened. I got my scissors here. It's a whole operation. The sad thing of these things is that you need to ruin the package when you open it. So, I think I'll just need to ruin the package then. And it is open. So, here's what's inside. The camera fell. Here is the booklet. I'll try to get the lamps a little bit more here, and I'll try to get this pink stuff away. Okay, and the scissors. Here's the booklet. It's a booklet like every other normal LEGO set. Here you have the short things, it says. And here is the combination of this series of Speedorz sets. And this is the road you need to pass if you combine the 3 Speedorz sets. And here's some characters and more stuff and cards, explanation of this game. And this game will be played like you set everything ready. 2, you put the swirling plant, you spin them, and then you scream very hard 1, 2, Chi, and then you shoot your thing to it, and it needs to go through. And if it goes through, you can actually pick a card, and then you just do something in here, and if you win, the other one picks a card, and yes, the other thing, and you need to do the right choice, and then you get Chi, and the first with 6 Chi is the winner. I don't think you have become any wiser by that, but apart from that, here are the parts, little parts. Here's Chi Gorson's head, not Chi Gorson, this is the normal Gorson. Here's his head, some plant stuff, some rocky and plant stuff again. Here are the cards of him. Nice printed card. And here is the ripcord, I think it is called. If I can just get to it. Report blue one in this one set, and then I only need to take out the not fully assembled Speedorz of him, and I'm up to the belt, and then I will be further with my review. So until a moment later. Alright, and here's the set fully built. So here we have the booklet I can put aside. Here we have some spare parts. there are a lot of useful and little small parts in nice colors extra, but it's kind of weird to see that there's no spare part of this here. That's a little bit weird because these are always spare as far as I can remember, but this time it is not. So either way, I'll put these aside too. Here's the ripcords to launch your speeder, and then we go to what it is all really about. At first, I'd like to show you the cards. Well, the cards look really nice. Here is Gorson with the hammer included in this set. They stay true to the color scheme of the hammer. They still went for the dark blue chi here and the light blue chi here, so I appreciate that. And it's nice to see him on a vine and flower, and it's a really cool character card. Here is Chi Dent Makor card. You see the construction of him in the... Wait a second. Here is his construction of him in the background. It looks a little bit more menacing, mean and creepy than normal, but still nice looking card. Also, you can really see the silver part. You can see the chi reflecting on the silver part, so that's really a cool look to it. Then we go to him dropping bananas, like in you know, Mario Kart. That is, I don't know what crocodile that is, but he fell through the bananas. It is Banana Boost called. This is the Tree Hugger 3. And you see him going through the plants included in this set. And the plants look really menacing. It looks a little bit like the Robo Rider sets, in which you just normal things look really creepy, like plants, in a really creepy way. So he goes through that, and then we have the Dent Makor, and that is just Gorson showing his secondary weapon, just a normal hammer, and it looks really nicer on this picture than the real one, because this one has actually a wooden stick and this is here stone. The real one has it fully black, like it is some kind of metal, just a tool. So then we go to Gorson, and I need to say, including this weapon, this is one of the nicer looking Speedorz. This one is silver with a lot of blueprint, and the blue looks like wood, blue wood, and that is just some kind of painted wood. There's some wheat coming from it. There's a logo here. And here is a monkey face, an ape face, and it is just like the Gorson's Gorilla Striker with some blue wood. Then here we have Chi Wheel, like any other Speedorz. Here we have his boost, which is a banana boost. As seen on the card, you can use him to throw an infinite number of bananas to his enemies or his opponents, which are behind him. I don't really see how he does that, but there is some chi here. There's a chi part. Maybe the chi can duplicate the bananas. I don't know. That would be cool. So there's a little bit of chi shown here. Actually, quite a lot for such a small part. And then this is yet again that light blue wood or material that is shown on most of Gorson's vehicles and stuff. Here are just two normal bananas, and then I'm going to take Gorson off. If I can just do this, I think it will be much better. I'm going to take Gorson off of here. And you need to do that by taking off this part of the Speedorz. And then here we have Gorson. So here is Gorson with his secondary weapon. And here is his primary weapon. Just look at that difference, how big this hammer is. This hammer looks actually quite big in comparison to the mini feature, but this one is just enormous, and I really like this weapon. It really fits Gorson in some way. I mean, he also had the mace in his chi form, which is just this hammer, I think, more chi powered. And then here, on the hilt, he put a chi orb, and then the chi orb goes into this part where the chi is shown, where it is chi powered, and here it has his color, the good guy's color of chi, dark blue chi, and then it goes to this part which is black, like the hilt, and the hammering things themselves are also black, but in between there is some silver parts, some silver studs. So this part is actually a silver chi weapon. Most of them contain metallic colors, but I thought this one didn't at all. But this is actually a silver chi weapon. It contains more black because of the color scheme. It fits better with black, but it has some metallic color, and it has enough of them, I think. So it is a really cool weapon. This one I don't like because it looks like a tool and not like a weapon. It just looks like a normal Lego City tool. I mean, if they just did something with it, I mean, something that makes it look special, like putting this hilt on it, you know? Right now it looks already more menacing, more like a weapon, more special. If they just took one of the spare parts and put it in the instructions, I think that would already have been better. You can more fight with this because it is longer. With this you can hit your enemies. With this you can hit some nails to build something. And then we go to the Gorson figure itself. So yet again I'll move the lights a bit to get Gorson really in the lights. I hope it is not too much light, because then it's going to flicker on the screen. Here is Chi Gorson. I said it again. Yet again I said Chi Gorson, but this is just a normal Gorson. The Chi Gorson is the big one. He has 8 feet, fingers, 3 fingers on his feet separately. Kinda weird, but yeah, it's just kind of weird. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just kind of weird. Then he has some wooden, I hope you can see that here, some wooden kind of knee armor. Then we go to his pants, which he doesn't actually wear pants, it's more like underwear scale. Here it is brown, but you can't really see the brown and the black. And then there are some stripes, some what is it, 10 stripes, I think. This really strange color scheme, but it works out. Here's his belt. Here are some paints. I don't think it's scars, but I think it's just some paint he put on, like he's a warrior. Here too. And here's his belly button, I think. Here's his chest. Here's his cheek containing necklace made out of some brown vines. And here's his hat. His hat, it looks really menacing with his open mouth with some teeth. And then he has also his warrior kind of paints around his face. And he has his bluish gray face with the eyes behind it. And here are his nose, and he also has ears, which are just tiny little blobs sticking out. Here's his happy face, here's his angry face. They almost look the same, and especially when you put this helmet kind of thing on, except for the eyes then, and now they also have a different mouth. But it's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, it's enough to show his emotion, but not with the helmet on, because then he still looks angry. So it doesn't really work out, but that is what all of them, so I'm not going to complain about it, especially on just specific on this one. It has some back printing, some of these paintings again, and a belt, and the other side of his necklace, which is really cool. They put that on there. So, nice looking figure. I really like it. This is with his Speedorz, with his weapons. I think this is just my favorite Speedorz set. If you just talk about the speeder and his rider and his weapons, not about the obstacles in it. If you just talk about this part here, what I now got in my hand, it is my favorite G set, Speedorz set. So we go on to the next part of the set. Here are some Chi crystals, nice for my collection of Chi crystals. There are 6 of them in this set. Not that important, they're the same like all of them. I really like these pieces. They are quite easy to collect and they're all the same, so you don't need to worry about them except of the golden ones, but I don't care about these. And you can just use them like anything, like ice crystals, like diamonds, and just put them onto spots in, you know, in Lego blocks and so and such, and then you can just make a story around them, whatever you're doing with them. You can even make flick missiles of them, like originally was intended for storm or brain attack for, but they stopped that. They put normal flick missiles of them. So here is what this set is actually about. I mean, this one is nice, but this is actually what they made this set for. So you can have this swirling vine thing, and it swirls really nice. It's easy because both sides are just as heavy, so it just spins because it has no reason to have any position, because everywhere it's evenly heavy. Nice use of these old stone wall pieces, except for that they don't cover the back. So you really need to look at this from the front, just because of these things. Also a little bit because of this red thing sticking out, but that is not a use problem, that is just Lego technique. But this is just, there's an insect here. This is just annoying. It's the best I could have done, I think, for this price. It makes the set cheaper, lighter, and it is still a nice belt and it looks nice, but I think they could have done better. But you know, maybe not. This thing looked really menacing on the art of it, and it still looks menacing as a set. Not that huge, enormously, really greatly menacing, but I mean, it is something of which I think I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't even try to go through these Whirling Vines. Just imagine you being a Chima animal and you need to go through this with all these spikes and this monstrous swirling vine. It swirls out of itself. It keeps swirling and you need to go through it. I really wouldn't do this, just no matter what I lose with it. I just want to quit the match. But the story is not really what I'm talking about. It is more about how it looks. Well, it looks nice. It looks okay. It's not huge, complex build. It's not really special, but it's a nice improvising of the parts they have. Nice use of Gregor steel, actually Ben 10 tails, but in this color they are from Gregor. Rocket pieces here. There is some plant and detail here. Here it's green with some light green, and here is some wooden root or stick or branch, and on that the swirling vines are attached. it's kinda annoying this piece is black, but it is always black lately, so that doesn't really bug me that much. I would have appreciated it not be black, but this is also black, so you could see it as part of the coloration of this plant. And then here are the spikes on the leaves of where the fruits are attached. The fruits also have these spikes. Well, actually only one of them on each. I don't really know what fruit this represents, but it is possibly a mutated magical Chima thing. Just a thing. It is not a real life fruit representation, it's just a thing. They don't look like they are done grown yet. They look like they still need to grow, but because they're jello, but fruits can be jello, so I don't know. So it's a nice looking thing for the set. I really like this representation of Gorson and his tools and stuff, and vehicle and speeder and bananas and weapons and hammers and stuff. Really nice. Some chi parts, some chi crystals, I mean, and a ripcord in blue. So that's basically, and cards here. And so that's basically it for this set. I need to say I really like this part of the set. I normally like this part of the set. This one doesn't impress me that much, but it also doesn't disappoint me, so this is just neutral. I really like this. The cards are just great as always. Chi-orbs are just Chi-orbs, and a ripcord is just a ripcord, so good set, and I'm happy to have it. So that was it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon with whatever, just a review, an overview, or whatever I'll make videos about. And then I'll just be back again soon. And also don't forget to subscribe, because just because you need to subscribe, because that is good for my channel to grow, and that is what I'm doing this for. There's a little bit of dirt on it. And then I'll just say bye now. Bye!